Before I get started on this video, I just wanted to say shout out to my latest member, Mike Craft Bro. Dude, you're a bro for sure. Thank you very much. And if you want to join my membership, just click the join button on the front page of my YouTube channel. You guys actually did it. You freaking did it. 1K subscribers on this channel is insane to me. I never thought I would actually get this far. Like, I thought I would have like maybe 400 or 300 subscribers, if that. All right, you guys are amazing, and I love that you enjoy this content that I make. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit different from what I usually do. I guess you can see from the title of the video, it's going to be me basically talking about myself, because I feel like this is a question that's always on people's minds, and I'm always getting asked about it, and it's like I can never really give the full-on answer, because like I always just felt uncomfortable with it, and I shouldn't feel uncomfortable with it, but like the way I became the man I am today, it took a lot of hardship, and I don't know, I guess it's just finally time I just get this out there and just finally say why I'm the world's biggest #1 Sonic the Hedgehog fan. Now, before I get into that, why the heck do I have such a long title for that? Like, why do I always say that? Well, number one, the title is a reference into itself, okay? The world's biggest, just like how Sonic's the world's fastest hedgehog. I thought that was like a really cool way to implement a title into myself. And then biggest #1 Sonic fan, like, is that not a, you know, what's the word for it? I'm just repeating myself. Well, that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people, and a lot of people can agree on this, they all call themselves the world's, no, not the world's, but the biggest Sonic fan. Like, tons of people call themselves the biggest Sonic fan. I feel like I stand at the top of all of them. All right, I know that sounds cocky. I get it. Well, we'll get into this, but that's why I say I'm the world's biggest #1, because out of all the biggest, I'm #1 of the biggest. You know, it just differentiates. And then I specifically have to say Sonic the Hedgehog, because you would be surprised how many people would say like, oh, so you love the restaurant? Oh, they have great food. Oh man, what? That's fun. And I'm like, no, not the restaurant. I mean, sure, they're good, but no. So always gotta be very specific on all of that, you know? But let's get down to it. So I made a whole script detailing everything and all that, and I kind of rewrote it like 3 times, because like I just felt like it wasn't like doing it justice. I felt like it was too depressing, and I'm just like, I can't do this. With this topic, I can't just read off a script. I can't. I mean, usually I don't. I usually like have like bullet points, but I don't go word for word. I usually just, the script's more like a suggestion. But this time around, I can't even use it as a suggestion. I just can't. So this is unscripted, totally straight from like my heart and all that. So where do I even begin? I call myself the world's biggest #1 Sonic the Hedgehog fan because I guess you really gotta ask yourself, what does it mean to be something like that? What does it mean to be the biggest fan? Does that mean you own everything Sonic? Does that mean you know everything Sonic? Like, what exactly does it mean? And it's like, to me, I don't think you need to own everything Sonic. It's nice to. Oh, I would love to, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna put a picture on screen, but like, look at my Pop Funkos. I'm trying to collect all of those, goddamn. But let's be honest, if you own everything Sonic, you're basically just rich, because things are expensive. I pay rent, okay? If I buy a game, that's it. I'm gonna be freaking like struggling with rent. I do not earn that much for my job. So I never really thought of it like that, because it's like, what if someone does own everything Sonic? Are they automatically the world's the biggest Sonic fan? What if they hate Sonic? They just want to collect it all, and then they'll eventually just burn it? Like, I don't know. Then there's knowing everything Sonic. Sure, yeah, that is something you should do, is like get as much Sonic knowledge as possible, but you're not gonna know everything. Let's be honest. You're not gonna know everything, because you're not working for Sonic Team. Okay, you may think you know something that happened during development, but you don't know the full story. You're never going to know the full story unless you're actually in there. You don't have the NDAs, you know? Now, when it comes to like the actual Sonic plots, I try to get all the information out there with my videos of like, you know, things you don't know, or like something you might have missed. But it's like, at the end of the day, I could still even be wrong. All right, Sonic Team could be like, you know what? No, that's not right. No, or it's like, this thing is so obviously like, you know, true. How could this be wrong? Nope, it's actually different. Stuff like that. I don't know. So it's like, it's kind of hard. Me personally, you can interpret it however you want, but the way I personally think what it means to be the biggest fan is the dedication that you have, all right? And I feel like I have the most dedication out of anyone that I could ever see on the internet, anyone I know IRL. I don't know. Because Sonic the Hedgehog has guided me in my life, okay? When I was a child, during my childhood, I didn't have the best childhood. I was the happiest child. If anything, I was always very sad and, well, very lonely. Couldn't make friends that much. Just wasn't capable. And not to make things sound too depressing, but when I was 12 years old, I decided the end of my story, ended there. But, before I was going to close the book on the chapter of my life, or the story of my life, I saw my Sonic Colors posters. I remember it was specifically a Sonic Colors poster. And then I thought, like, wait a minute. There's still stuff I need to do in this world. There's still things worth fighting for in this world. And that's when I thought to myself, like, I'm gonna do whatever I can to just incorporate Sonic into everything and do everything I can for the Sonic franchise, everything. At the age of 12, mind you, all right? That's a lot. That was a lot. Looking back at it now, I'm like, dang, I really threw everything I had into that. And I still believe that very statement. Like, I still want to do everything I can. I still try to do everything I can. And so eventually, when it was time for me to, like, go to college, I was always asked, like, what do you want to do with your life? And I was like, whatever with Sonic. Anything with Sonic. So basically, I went to college for Sonic, okay? I went to college for game design because I wanted to be a game designer for Sonic. I said to myself, like, what's the best thing I could do for Sonic? Well, making more games for him, that'd be great. That would definitely prolong his life, Like, I want to do anything I can. So I got a bachelor's in game design for Sonic. I moved to Arizona for a gaming job because I was like, that should help me get closer to Sonic, get my gaming job. Like, it's kind of crazy to think I live in Arizona because of Sonic. Like, I'm literally, like, having him guide my life. And I feel like that's as dedicated as you can get, It's like you're literally doing anything you can for Sonic. I stream on Twitch to not only make friends, but to just put more gameplay out there of Sonic. I feel like I can, like, do really good, like, commentary over my Sonic games, like, be a good Sonic streamer. I made this YouTube channel because I have so many things to talk about for Sonic, and it's like, I always wanted to make YouTube videos for Sonic when I was younger, but I was like, I'm not gonna be good enough, come on, like, who's gonna want to watch me? The things I'm gonna talk about, people probably already made videos on, but then I get told a lot in my comments and, like, in my messages, I've never seen people make content like you. You're really interesting. Like, whoa, no one's ever thought about this. Sure, there are things people have thought about, but, like, other things, like, blew people's mind. And I'm like, really? Because I when I make a video, I don't, like, look things up. I know it sounds bad on context. What I mean is, I don't look to see if other YouTubers have done it. Okay, I don't want to do that. That will just demotivate me. What matters is that I'm doing it my way. To me, that's original, unique, because I'm the one doing it this way. But I digress. Let's go back to why I see myself as the biggest fan. I am fully dedicated. I will do anything and everything. Something I'm kind of, like, still recovering from is going to the Sonic Symphony, because I was like, I want to do anything and everything to go to the Sonic Symphony. So I went to Chicago, went to the Symphony, enjoyed the hell out of it. It was amazing and beautiful. But it was very detrimental to my finances. And I thought to myself, like, dang, I would do anything, but, like, here I am still recovering from that. It was back in October. We're now in March, and, like, I'm standing on one foot now. I was standing on no feet financially. Now I'm on one foot. I'm almost there, getting back to financially secure. But it just goes to show, like, I would throw everything, and it's like, I gotta be careful with this. That's why I try not to buy too much Sonic merch, because Sonic shirts are expensive. Like, goddamn, jeez, it's $30 or $40. Like, my god. The most recent one I bought was $16. Thank goodness, but still. So that's why I'm always thinking to myself, like, people can have all these awesome things, but, like, I can't. Okay, if I spend all my money on Sonic things, I ain't gonna have a life. I ain't gonna have a life to celebrate Sonic because I'm not gonna have a home. I'm not gonna have good health. Like, it's just not gonna go well. But when it comes to the knowledge aspect, I always try to know everything I can about Sonic. You guys probably know this already, but like anytime, every time, I'm always down to learn something new about Sonic. And if someone tells me something that I don't know, I'm gonna freaking like be like, tell me more. I want to know. Like I need to know, please. Majority of times it's stuff I already do know, but like I want to know more. I always want to know more. And then something I didn't mention is having the skills in the Sonic games. Like, I mean, I don't want to brag, but like I don't think that's an issue for me. Like the worst Sonic games, my worst Sonic games are Sonic Pinball Party and Game Gear Sonic games. Like they're really hard for me, but like I'm practicing to get better. My ThatSonicGamer challenge is helping me get better with that, so that's good. I'm pretty good in that department, but I want to make this video to not only like answer the question on people's minds, why does he call himself that? Why does he call himself the world's biggest #1 Sonic the Hedgehog fan? Like, what's up with that? And it's like, I was afraid of making this video because it's so personal, and then like, people in my YouTube comments have been very nice to me, you know, like I'll admit that, like you guys are amazing, but like, I don't know, I just feel like scared that there's gonna be that one person saying, no, you're stupid. You're not the biggest fan. You're just a dumb kid trying to live a dumb dream. It's like, okay, well, shoot. It's like I could take a lot of gruff, okay? Trust me. When you are all about Sonic, you're the only black kid in an all-white school/town, you get picked on, all right? Trust me, I can deal with a lot of bullying, but like, when people come after, like, you know, like me being into Sonic in this day and age, at like me being at age 26 from other adults, it hurts, you know, it just kind of hurts. It's like, I can deal with it, but like, damn, it kind of hurts. But yeah, I guess I was just afraid of any type of backlash or something like that. I don't even know if backlash is the right word, but at the same time, it does feel good to get this out, because it's like I do want to answer that question to people of like, why do I think this about myself? And I will always think this about myself. But something else that I want to mention is that I've made mistakes where people call themselves the biggest fan, and I would challenge them. I mean, I wouldn't be malicious about it. I'd just be like, okay, yeah, when's Sonic's birthday? You'd be surprised, dude. You'd be surprised. People stop right there. They're like, and I'm like, okay, all right, cool. But then, you know, they get past the first question. I'm like, okay, what's Sonic's favorite food? And they're like, And it's like, okay. But it's like, looking back at it now, like today, it's like, I shouldn't do that, you know? Because like, whether I think it's true or not, call yourself the biggest fan. Do it. Because no one should tell you what you are and aren't, alright? There's no rule, there's no law, there's no like handbook of, I'm not like in a freaking like system where it's like, he is classified as this. Like, no, do what you want, alright? If you guys want to call yourselves the biggest fans, go for it. Because like, I don't want to fight anyone. I really don't. Like, that was an immature point in my life. I just don't want to do it, okay? I don't know. I think this also relates back to an earlier goal I had on Twitch, where it wasn't really seen as the best goal, where I was trying to create a positive Sonic community, but then looking back at it now, it was toxic positivity. I'll admit that right off the bat. Toxic positivity for sure. And I feel like that drew a lot of people away. And in my mind, I was just like, oh, those are just all the negative people. Yeah, they're gone. You know, it's like, no. You just can't take anyone say anything bad about Sonic. That's all it is. Even if it's one little thing, stop it. Stop it, TSG. You know, it's crazy. This is a 1K special. We need to be happy, okay? But in a way, I am happy. I'm you know, it's a little, I don't know how to feel. All I know is at the end of the day, I'll be happy that I made this video. And I'm happy that you're all here, like, enjoying the channel. There's gonna be a lot more coming, alright? I'll definitely tell you right now, if you've gotten this far in the video, I'll say right now, there is going to be a certain video in April that I'll be doing. It's going to be a major video. It's going to involve all you guys, but there's going to be requirements on how to get involved with that, and I will get that all detailed eventually. It's going to be a tournament. Not saying you have to play anything, but it's going to be a tournament of sorts about Sonic, obviously, and I will give more details on that soon. It's going to be very, very fun. Like, it's a good idea. So I'm glad you all listened to this. Sonic's always been there for me, and I always want to be there for him. And no matter what, I will always do whatever I can to support Sonic. I do everything and anything I can. Okay. I don't know how else I can really say it, because like I'm just full on dedicated. Okay. Full on dedicated. Like I don't want to make this joke, but sometimes people will be like, who do you care more about, me or Sonic? And I'm like, you, of course. Yeah, you. Yeah. It's okay, Sonic. I didn't mean that. You know, like, oh God, yeah. I'm freaking crazy. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that video. I hope it was very informative. Yeah, that was definitely something. Hey, the next video will be a lot more fun, I guess. All right, that's for sure. That's for sure. So, take care. Have an S-rank day. Thank you all very much, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.